All right, family, let's go on to chapter 16 of the Truth Scriptures. Be sure to get your copy of the Truth Scriptures at Truthscriptures.store, and then go to truthbookmarks.com and download your copy of the Truth Bookmarks. And then every Friday, we have a Truth Bible study right here on my page. So make sure you join us at 12 noon live Pacific Standard Time. All right? Chapter 16, here we go. It is written, "Then I heard a loud voice come from the Ahikal, and it said to the 7 messengers, 'Go and pour out the 7 bowls of Alua's wrath on the earth.' So the first messenger poured out his bowl on the earth. At once, nasty and painful sores broke out on everyone who had the mark of the beast and worshipped its image. The second messenger poured out his bowl on the sea. At once, the seas turned into blood and smelled like a dead person. Oof. And every living creature in the sea died. The third messenger poured out his bowl on the rivers and the fountains of the waters. At once, they all turned into blood. Then I heard the messenger who had the power over the waters say, 'You are righteous, Alua. You have always been and you will always be. You have the right to judge in this way. They poured out the blood of your set-apart people and your prophets, so you have given them blood to drink, just as they deserve.'" Oof. After this, I heard a shout from the altar saying, "Yes, O Master Alua, the Al-Shadi, your judgments are righteous and fair." The fourth messenger poured out his bowl on the sun. At once it began to scorch people like they were on fire. Everyone was scorched by its great heat, and all of them cursed the name of Yahuwah, who had the power over these plagues. But none of them repented, and they would not give esteem to Alua. The fifth messenger poured out his bowl on the throne of the beast. At once darkness covered its kingdom, and its people began biting their tongues in pain. And because of the pain of the sores, and because of the pain and sores, they cursed the Alua of heaven. But none of them repented, and they kept on doing evil things. The sixth messenger poured out his bowl on the great Parat River. The river completely dried up, so it could make a road for the kings from the east. Then I looked and saw 3 evil spirits that looked like frogs. One of the evil spirits came out of the mouth of the dragon. Another evil spirit came out of the mouth of the beast. Then another evil spirit came out of the mouth of the false prophet. These evil spirits were demons who had the power to work miracles. They went to every king on earth and in order to bring them together for a war against Yahuwah, the Almighty Alua. But that day will be the day of Yahuwah's great victory. Remember when the Mashiach said, "Behold, I will come as a thief in the night." Favored are those who stay awake and clothed so they do not walk around naked and exposed to shame. The evil demon spirit gathered all the kings together at a place which is called the Abari, which is called in Abari, Ar Magadan. The 7th messenger poured out his bowl on the air, and a loud voice came out of the Ahikal from the throne saying, "It is done." Then there were lightning strikes and voices and thunder and a great earthquake. The earthquake was greater than any other earthquake that has ever occurred since there have been people on the earth. Then the great city split into 3 parts, and all the cities from every nation fell. Yahuwah our Lua remembered the sins of the great Babel, so he gave her the cup of wine from the fierceness of his wrath. Every island disappeared, and the mountains were not found. Huge hailstones, weighing about 100 pounds each, came down from heaven and fell on the people of the earth. The people continued to curse at Yahuwah our Lua because the plague of hail was so terrible. That was chapter 16. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, Join us at the Truth Bible Study on Friday. My. Fridays at noon Pacific Standard Time, live right here on my channel. Oh my goodness. Y'all ready for chapter 17? Let's go.